Hola. What's good? What's good? What's good? Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? All right, let's pass you through. The thing, do the thing. What, pray tell, is the thing? Oh, VAEs. Okay, let's do the VAE. Let's do that. Beautiful. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. So good. What are we doing? We're gonna make some art. We're gonna animate. We're gonna do weird stuff. We're gonna do Beetlejuice because I'm in the mood to animate Beetlejuice after seeing the new trailer. It's put me in the mood. So we're gonna start with the base of Beetlejuice. We're gonna fucking change him into something. Let's do eyeballs. Millions of eyeballs. Rot. Let's bring it down to like 0.3 to start. Let's see, that should be good. We will queue that up. And what do we get? Okay. Eyeballs everywhere. Monster. Bump the denoise to 5. Nice. Ooh, that's crazy. I like that a lot. Let us start our animation, shall we? Let's bring open my favorite workflow of the moment. How do y'all like this? Bit of a sneak preview of what's to come the next few days on my Instagram. Alright. Let's play around with Beetlejuice. Let's start here. We'll do here. We will take this, put that right there. This will be fun. Slime, rot, gross, zombie, decay. I don't know. Let's just see where we get with that. AI is so insane. Yes, agreed. AI is cursed. AI is fucking cursed. My flowchart? Yes, thank you. There's a lot going on. Gnarly. Sick. This is gonna be gnarly. Let's finish it off with a skeleton. Skull. Dead. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's do it. So we got 1, got 2, got 3, and then we've got 4. We'll prompt it with a little bit of Beetlejuice decay, and let's hit hooray. Let's see what we fucking get. Resolution 320 by 560 should be good. How do y'all like this? Mary Jane, who the fuck are you? You just want attention. Don't we all? Is it hard to find a way to make the transition more smooth and fluid? I mean, kind of hard, right? You know, like, what you're seeing here is just the result of a lot of experimentation. I mean, you can find basic, like, morphing workflows online, which is kind of what this is fundamentally based off of, but I have since altered the base logic to do things that I want it to do instead, like more time-lapsey kind of subtle morphs, which is kind of what I'm into at the moment. That's kind of been my own doing, but I was only really able to start doing that after I gained a better understanding of Comfy UI, what I was doing, and the tools. Look at this. Sick. How do you generate those images of Beetlejuice? Different workflow? Well, I didn't generate this image of Beetlejuice right here. I just found it online. But then I brought that into one of my text-to-image workflows, turned it into an image-to-image workflow by replacing the latent image with an actual image for the case sampler, which basically means the AI dreams or hallucinates over that image and does other stuff with it. That's why you see, like right here, it's kind of just like the base image, and then here I've told it to become eyeballs, millions of eyeballs, etc. And yeah, it just starts to like morph and distort your input image. Good, Sivia, how are you? Yeah, it's okay, I get creeps all the time, I'm used to it, just ignore them. Wish I could have mods on Instagram, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do any of this streaming shit. But I'm not entirely, like, pleased with this result. It's okay, I like the first image and then the second, but then the hair gets weird and it's just like... It's whatever. Let's do more like Beetlejuice types of, like, I don't know. With this guy, yeah, I want this guy. That picture, who is that guy? Who's this weird fella? Choice of colors. What about choice of colors? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Let's play with this. So stupid. What if I ask Midjourney for Beetlejuice? What'll it give me? Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton looks like your dad. Nice. Puppies. So let's see, this will take about a minute longer for our... I don't even know why I'm doing this. This image is so stupid. Just having fun, you guys. Just having some fun. Let's see here. I mean, not quite. Kinda. Well, it's definitely Beetlejuice, but it's not like Michael Keaton. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We've got like a Beetlejuice Joker fusion. It's dope. That's pretty sick, actually. I want to play with that. Interesting. The creepy zombie morphings in the background. Hell yeah. Let's just play with this. Fuck it. Let's bump up the control net. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? Let's take this video right here, change it to depth. 8.5. And take away the prompt. We don't need that. Okay, let's see what we get. Sleepy. Hi, I'm from India. Hi. Hello. Any suggestions, you guys, as far as what you want me to animate? I'm open to suggestions. And I'm suddenly quite tired. I should make some coffee. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. Is your art 100% human generated? AI is involved. It's kind of a mix of human and AI, so it's a bit of a complicated answer. How long for a render like this? Well, it depends. It largely depends on how happy I am with the first round of generation, like this thing I just made here, this low resolution glimpse into what I've prompted. But then when I finally land on something that I really like, that's when the rest of the process takes place. That's when I start upscaling, interpolating, and that could take anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, you know. Tree frog morphing into a coffee bean. Nice. I love that idea. I will consider that one. How about some acid visuals? I like that one too. Let us start with the acid visuals, I think. I'm going to keep a little log here. Acid visuals will be first, then we will have tree frog, coffee bean. That's cute. And I actually have a good idea for that one. And then sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi is always a good one. Let's start with some acid visuals. Let's do some like Alex Gray inspired work, some DMT visuals or hallways of faces and stuff. Can't go wrong. Actually, what if I start with one of his pieces? Alex Gray. Because what I can do is take this, pop that right over here, See, we got this right here. Ooh, that's such... Dude, come on. How do you beat that? That is so breathtaking in every conceivable way. But what we're going to do is we're going to morph it, do other weird things with it. By the way, I didn't even remark on how cool this is. This is pretty sick. I might come back to this. So, Beetlejuice art. And let's start pasting this one in. So we got that. We will change it into Cosmic Alien just to start. Let's see what we get. Nice, yeah, Alex Gray is so cool. He really is a genius. That's pretty interesting. Let's try realistic alien HD 8K. Let's see what we get with that. Shall we? Ooh. Okay, well, let's bring that down to 0.3. And it's just more of the same. That's kind of cool. What if we take that? So it would be like, ooh, okay. Very interesting. Cosmic Entity. Ooh, nice. I like that too. This will be a fun one. Oh, wow. Now we're talking. Okay, so we got this, into that. Oh, it's going to be chaos. Acid visuals, DMT space. Alright. Gnarly. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's let it rip. Let's see what happens. Yeah, realistic doesn't really do much for prompting. I mean, a lot of these kind of don't in most cases. Like things like realistic UHD 8K. Like rarely they will like slightly enhance things, but it's just a habit really. Type in those keywords. Hey, Linda, how's it going? Lindara. Turn him into some guru. That's a good idea too. Oh, you know what? I didn't change up the control net. It's going to be chaos. I don't... maybe we stick around and see what happens. But, minute and a half. No, I don't want to wait a minute and a half. Let's call that off. Let's change up the control net back to QR. Let's change this to 0.4. 3.4. Back where we were. And let's... That's me right now. Line art is pretty good. I'm not going to use it right now. But for certain video masks, I do like line art quite a bit. This should be very interesting. I'm curious to see what happens. And as you'll notice, these images are not very high resolution. They're kind of like... Yeah, they're just not like the greatest images, but they convey like the general essence that I need them to, which is really all that the AI is concerned with. Like, it's not gonna like be spitting these out in a one-to-one way. It's really just, it uses smart like scanning intelligence to like detect what it's looking at and then tries to replicate it that way. So like it gets the job done is what I'm trying to say. In other words, I'm not going to be using these images in any formal way. They're not good enough on their own. But for the purposes of this, they are. You know? Okay. Pretty interesting. I see some potential in this. Especially after like a few upscales and stuff. I think there's something here. It's pretty cool, actually. The light's a bit flickery. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. But it's interesting. You know? From India. Nice. Hi. What can I do alternatively here? Well, let's see. Where do I want to go with this? I think the more times I watch this loop around, the more I like it. I like the third sequence where like the face compresses into like a column right here. That's pretty interesting. And then it comes back to a face. I do like that. You know what though? Let's park it here on the acid visuals. I think we're at a pretty good spot. Let's move on to the next idea. I'm pretty happy with that. We got tree frog to coffee bean. I've got an idea. Let us find a tree frog on Midjourney. Tree frog. Okay. Let's give something a try here. Actually, I'm not even going to use Midjourney, I think. I'm just going to generate it from scratch. So let's do this. Latent. Empty latent image, 512 by 512. Okay, let's try this out. We want it to be a cute tree frog. Generate. Let's see what we get. What does CRF do actually? This is no bueno. CRF is basically, my understanding is that it's like the general video quality of the video beyond just like resolution and stuff. Like it's a different measure of the video's quality, and generally the lower the number, the higher quality, but also the higher the file size. So I like to set mine to anywhere between 8 and 12 is a pretty cozy spot. A good balance between size and quality, but it basically, yeah, just determines like and like even if it's like quote unquote bad quality CRF, it's still gonna look pretty good, because if the actual resolution is high, that's your main determining factor of how good it looks. But generally it has to do with like file size and stuff like that. Compression, I think. UFC is on, fuck this shit. Okay, bye. Go watch your UFC, your men slapping into each other. Sports. Okay, cute tree frog. This did not work very well, did it? Let's find out why. So, we have our latent image. Oh, I know why. Because our denoise is too low. We need it to be a full-blown 1.0. Because we're completely denoising our empty latent, which is just basically empty noise until otherwise specified. So it has to be set to 100%. And then, lo and behold, it's worked. So we're going to denoise the second pass here, just down to 50, because we want a nice blend of the original, but also our new prompt, which will be coffee beans. So let's try coffee beans, see what we get. Are any of your tutorials available? Not at the moment. Well, I will say that these live streams have been getting archived on my YouTube channel, which is at AI is Cursed. YouTube at AI is Cursed, right here. And if you hit the live tab here, you should see a nice ever-growing backlog of my live streams, but they're not too formal in the presentation department of like, yeah, just educating the masses. So like, what I will say is I am working on a course right now, and I should be releasing it in a couple of months at the latest, hopefully. Still pretty early, putting the pieces together, writing the scripts and all that, but yeah, I'm excited to kind of announce that I am working on a course. Okay, let's get back on track. So why don't we have coffee beans? Oh, that's because this is turned off. Okay, turn that on. Let's see what we get. And that is horrifying. But we're going to use it anyway. So, because we want it to be a nice gradual morph. This could be the second sequence in a sequence of 4. I think that'll do fine. So let's do number 1, number 2, because I can kind of see where it's going. It's like trending towards a bean aesthetic. So let's do 0.6 on the denoise here. Oh, hell yeah, yeah, okay. That's going to be funny. And 0.7 maybe. Nice, so the frog becomes like leaves. That's so funny. Hell yeah. Okay, I can see it. So take a look. 1 through 4. Number 1, number 2, number 3. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Let's let it rip. And ooh, this is cool. I forgot I made this. But yeah, let's see how the coffee frog turns out. Stacy Kevin, thank you so much for your comment. That really means a lot. I'm happy that it resonates with you. Yeah, I work hard on those transitions. I like them to look a certain way, and if they don't meet, I guess, my rigorous standard, if you will, then I don't post it. But yeah, I get really obsessive with like the details and the transitions and stuff. I'm excited to see this one though. Let's see, how long will it take? About a minute. In about a minute's time, we're going to see something between these 4 images, which is honestly really cool. I love just seeing it visually. Like, look at number 2. How strange, right? How very, very bizarre. As our innocent little frog here makes his journey towards becoming a leaf in a bed of coffee beans. Poor little guy. Lord Shiva is a good idea. I like that. I will add that to the list. Lord Shiva. We'll play around with that shortly here. Oh my goodness. Well, not quite what I was expecting. It's cool. It's pretty fucking cool. It's not exactly what I wanted. You can't really tell that it's a frog other than some discernible features, but yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I was hoping for something a little more coherent. But it's cool. I mean, on its own, objectively, it's very interesting. I wonder how I could get that frog to come through a little more clear. Because it obviously looks nothing like that. Oh, you know what? I didn't change this. That's probably our culprit. Let me change the video input. I have a high degree of certainty that that's what was throwing it off. Let's give this a shot. Peas in a pod from the frog. Yeah, I was expecting a whole lot else than what we ended up with, but I feel pretty good now about our revised image mask. We'll see what happens. I have a snake tongue, I see. Yeah, there's like some clearly amphibious kinds of features shining through, but anatomically it's a disaster. But we're not gonna hate. It deserves to live like anything else. So we're gonna park it down there. Let's see what we get with this one. Maybe if I had actually prompted it with text. A cute frog turning into coffee beans. Because sometimes text prompting it does help further guide the AI. It's not always necessary, but I think we might have some better results this time around if we try prompting it. Look at our little collection over here. So we're going to let this one finish, and I'm going to try this one more time before we advance to our next request, which is Lord Shiva. That's going to be interesting. Let me start by generating a Lord Shiva in Midjourney as we're sitting idly. Let's do an Imagine Lord Shiva. Okay, and yeah, this poor frog. This is not looking good. Not very anatomical. Interesting. Well, I had one more idea, and that was to text prompt it. So let's run this one more time. Let's also increment the seed. We want a different seed. Maybe it just has a stale seed. Maybe it needs a different starting point. So one of 100 videos has since like in... I'm not quite sure I know what you mean, but I think... Are you saying 100 videos has since... Are you saying like 1 out of every 100 videos is a keeper? Because that's kind of true. Maybe the second image should also be the first. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That's worth considering, but my concern is that even from the very get-go, it's still unclear that it's even a frog. Like, you should at least be able to see what it is in the first second or two, so... You know? Let's see what we're at here. Hey, that's pretty cool. Sick. Let's do like a more realistic one. Realistic Lord Shiva. Photorealistic. Cinematic even. Let's try that. Frog into coffee worms. Into the Leviathan. Is that another mythological character I'm not familiar with? Okay, well, it's a bit of a mess. And I think the reason is because this specializes a little bit more in, like, headshots and portraits, as you can see right here. Like, this is pretty coherent, and I think it's mainly because it's a portrait. So maybe with that in mind, we'll do a portrait of Lord Shiva into whatever else we decide. So, this looks pretty cool. I don't know how accurate it is, because I'm not very familiar with Lord Shiva, but it's cool looking, and I think it's cool enough to use, so we're going to use it. Paste it on over here. Actually, what if we just type Lord Shiva in for our Stable Diffusion generation? Lord Shiva headshot. Close up, zoomed in. Let's see what we get real quick. Oh, I like that. That looks like it's a little more accurate to me, at least. We still have coffee beans. But if I just type Leviathan here, I don't even have any clue what it's going to yield, but it's worth trying. Whoa. That's pretty sick. Let's try that. Okay. And let's change it to a red monster, because of course, why not? Okay. Dragon. Sick. This will be strange. let's actually do this. Lord Shiva, morphing into a dragon. I know it's not quite what you requested, but hey, it'll still be cool. From Beirut, love what you are doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't think I've ever met anybody from Beirut. Do you know what a shoebill is? Oh yeah, the bird, right? That crazy Jurassic-looking bird thing. Shoebills are awesome. That would actually be a lot of fun to animate, wouldn't it? If I, hell, what if I give it a shot? Couldn't hurt. Let's do this. Latent there. Paste you right there. Actually, let's do just the head. Yeah. We'll do that after Shiva. Maybe it's better to not use Shiva. Maybe. But I'll just do this one, and then I'll move on. Into a reptile. Yeah, I turn everything into reptiles. Soundbox. This is Comfy UI. It's an animation. Well, I use it for animation. It's mainly for stable AI images, open source, stable diffusion, and it's really cool. Ooh. Creepy. Very interesting. Good morning, Apu. How's it going? This one makes me feel things. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we got our shoe bill. Let's turn the shoe bill into weird nonsense. Not try to make one because what are those connecting lines? Yeah, this is kind of like the intersection of art and I guess technology. It's pretty crazy. It's a crazy piece of software, but once you get the hang of it, it's so much fun. Let's try this. Ooh. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. I was not expecting it to look this cool. Look at that, you guys. So sick. Are these NFTs? No, they are not, but I should probably start getting into the whole NFT thing. I sure would like that. I just haven't considered it yet. How do you keep the results for later use? Well, I've been saving my workflows for results that I really like by hitting Control S. Brings up a dialog up at the top, and I would just type something and it saves a JSON file, which I can just pull back into Comfy whenever I want. But this is so sick. Look how, like, convincing that kind of looks. Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of excited for this. Let's see, 0.6. Nice. And let's do 0.8. No, that's too much. Okay, 0.7 then? Ooh, that could be interesting. No. 0.65? Interesting. Okay, I can live with that. I think. Yeah, let's do this. Copy, copy. Shoe bill. Okay. Alright, so we're going to turn our shoebill friend into a frickin' dragon. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is a very haunting result, I will be honest. And got worried. Kind of scary when I think about it. Yes, they are fully designed to be quite alarming. And so I do apologize, but also not, because I think they resonate with people, and I think it's important to feel things. Even if they're not always the greatest things to feel. Don't shy away from it, just embrace it. Marcos K. His creations would be perfect. No, I've never heard of Marcus K. I'll look into them. I think this thing really specializes in portraits, like I was saying earlier, because something like this, something like the last one, it seems to capture it better than full body shots like this poor frog here, which it just doesn't know what to do. Alright, almost done here. Shoebill. Oh boy. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Kinda like that. Interesting. Do you use the plus face adapter model to resemble the face? No, I don't use that very much because every time I do, I'm just not very... It does weird stuff that I'm not happy with. I don't think I fully understand how to use the plus face for IP adapter. There's probably a way to like do it correctly, but no, just something I don't touch very often. I should probably get better with it though, because I do want to do actual faces instead of just generic whatevers. But yeah, at the moment, no. So that was interesting to say the least. Let's do something a little creepier. We're going to turn off our image input, reactivate our latent, empty latent, so that we can actually create something from scratch. So let's try zombie. No better of a baseline than a zombie. Let's see what we get. Pump the denoise up to 1. Okay, that's a pretty good starting point. Let's try realistic. Photorealistic zombie. That's better. Okay, I can live with that. So, I'm gonna save the shoebill. Start playing with the zombie here. Actually, screw that. Let's turn a human into a zombie. Photorealistic man headshot close-up. That'll be a good place to start. Oh, that's a bit too close, isn't it? Zoomed in? No, sir. Why is it so close up? That's weird. Maybe... headshot. Right. Okay. Here we go. Alright, now let's turn our new friend here into something foul. Zombie into melting, animated, colorful Leviathan. I like that. What if I search Leviathan on Midjourney? Leviathan. Ooh, yeah, big snake boy, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Possibly. Let's start by morphing our corporate friend here into something foul. We'll do a zombie, decay, rot. And see what we get. Oh, it's not turned on. Let's turn on. Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. I can live with that. And then let's... What can we do even more? Interesting. Wait a second. What if I turn that off? Okay. Okay. Bump that down to 3. Passport size picture should work. It'd be interesting to collab between you guys. Oh wow, this is creepy. Okay. 5. Yeah, this will be good. 0.7. Crank that up way. Okay. Yes, sir. Now we're talking. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. This poor guy. Just another day at the office, he thought. Little did he know. Make him uncomfortable to look at? I will do my best. He's already pretty uncomfortable to look at. Look at those horrible eyes. I hate it. Tear shit apart. Oh, I didn't update the text. It still thinks it's a shoe bill. I think it'll be fine though. Let's see what it makes. Alright folks, about 10 more minutes and then I gotta head off. Oh man, what do we have here? Oh boy. Oh man. That's cool. The background kind of falls apart too. Shoot. Oh, why is it doing for both of them? Oh well. I'll deal with that another time. Alright, sorry folks. Yeah, this is creepy as hell. I like it. Alright. What should we do with this? Me too. I'd try something totally off the wall. It's just ignoring my prompts. That's a shame. What if I start with something abstract? Thank you, Alani. I appreciate that. This could be kind of nice. This is kind of a pretty concept. Valleys into the abyss distorted. I like that. Let me try this one first and then I'll try that. This could be actually rather interesting. It's a weird progression, to be sure, but I kind of like it. This shed in the distance, the shed becomes like an awning in the final one. Overall, I think it'll be cool. Oh yeah, follow the rider, missed your comment, but it's called Comfy UI. So sick. Do I know Hindi language? No, I'm afraid I don't. See how this looks. Yummy chocolate cake. Okay. Interesting. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Let's try and turn the landscape into something cosmic and abstract. It's kind of interesting, I guess. This will be a real subtle one, I think. Nice. Oh, Barsha, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, this should be good, I think. 65. Perfect. Okay. So, I think this will be really sick. Let's give it a shot. A tool to make AI video frames look consistent. That's a bit of a tricky one. I keep trying to perfect that process more every day. Like this morphing sequence I have here, for example, like, yeah, it can be tricky, especially to get like the IP adapter to, or in other words, the AI's eyeballs. It's hard to get it to like take your input image and precisely recreate it. And it's a constant like playing around with the different settings to really ensure that. But like, tool to make the frames look consistent. I mean, this is kind of the best I've got at the moment, and this workflow is based off one called IPiv's Morph from Civitai. If you just Google Civitai IPIV, IPiv is his username. It's called IPiv's Morph, and this is what it looks like. This is what like my workflow is based on as far as like the logic foundationally. As you can see, the examples are pretty similar. I would just start with this and start tweaking it around and stuff, but yeah. Ooh, this is sick. Very nice to look at. I like that a lot. That's really dope. Resolution fixed to vertical or could be changed to... Oh no, yeah, you can definitely change it to 16:9. I just happen to do portrait a lot because I'm on social media and I really like posting things on social media. But you can do any resolution or aspect ratio that you want. Would love to upscale this. I'm not going to bore you guys with it on stream, but I think afterwards I will definitely be playing with this. It's fun to look at, isn't it? I'm gonna name it Landscape. And it's giving me a lot of ideas just as I'm looking at it. Ideas for other things. Yeah, no problem. Hope I can help. Or hope I did help. How amazing, thanks for showing us. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hey Con, how's it going? So, let's see. I would like to do... Let's try Industrial. I have no idea. Let me just go nuts with the image here. Totally random. Industrial stapler. Why did I even think of that? Oh, that's why I thought of it. That's sick. It's so random. I just love it. Let's play around. Number 1, number 2. Cute puppies. Oh no! No! It's not what I wanted. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. Let's do oak tree. Oh, sick. Oh, that's so interesting. Let's do that. This should be kind of cool. Space. Actually, Leviathan snake. Or how about just zombie? Literally wrote the text. Zombie decay. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, let's play with this a bit. Super random, but kind of cool. Just like a weird stapler looking thing. Alien frog and he has a weed. Maybe I'll try that afterwards. Last landscape is great looking. I agree. It's really sick, isn't it? How the mountains are like undulating and moving. I'm gonna upscale it later. Probably post it. But I showcased the whole workflow briefly. I mean, kind of, yeah. I don't want to go into like too much detail, but this workflow is based off of an existing one called iPiv's workflow, which basically allows for this morphing effect, which is mesmerizing. But I've since adapted and reorganized it to kind of better suit my needs. For example, I added an upscaler, an interpolator. But the basic idea is you take 4 input images, you morph between them using the IP adapter in order to actually see those images with a digital pair of eyes. And you select which model you want to actually use. Every workflow basically starts with the model input, which determines the overall look of your image or video. Is it realistic? Is it cartoony? Is it anime? That's kind of where you would decide. In that area, you got your positive and negative prompt, what you do want, what you don't want. And then you got a video motion mask. And this one right here is basically the transition. You can kind of think of, I like to describe these images as the paint, and this video is your canvas. And it's basically going to paint over the I'm saying basically a lot, aren't I? It's going to paint over the contours and the edges of this given video using what's known as a control net, which is great at identifying and capturing the contours and the edges of a video. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how this looks. That's so cool. It's definitely not really a stapler anymore, just given the orientation, but it's still really cool, you guys. And it really goes to show that you could make some really beautiful stuff with even some stupid starter images. Have I heard of Sora? Yeah, I have. Sora looks incredible. I can't wait to get access to it one day. I just wish they would release it already. They've been touting it for months now. But it does look really cool. Alright. This is really cool. I like this a lot. It's so unusual. I should play more with inanimate objects. I usually deal in faces and organic elements and whatnot, but I think there's a lot of potential for just like regular old household items. Hey Kartik, how's it going? Hey. Alright guys, we're a little over the hour, which means I think I'm going to be wrapping it up. Parking it here, but yeah. I've enjoyed having you today. Hope you've learned a little something. I know it's not a full comprehensive kind of course, although that is on the way. Happy to announce that I am working on a course, my first course, and it should be really helpful, I think, in terms of getting started with Comfy UI. And hopefully, if all goes well, by the end of the course, you'll be able to make something like you see here, and you'll have a fairly good understanding of the software as well. But yeah, I expect to release that in about a month or two, hopefully. Hopefully not 3 months, but 3 months at the latest. And yeah, I'll be releasing more information about that in the coming weeks, just to keep you up to date. But Trouble Room Official, this is called Comfy UI. Comfy UI. And yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for stopping in. I loved having you. And so did this guy right here. And this guy. And I hope you have a great night or day, wherever you're at. I'll see you later. Love you all. Peace.